What is up, my Majin Buu crew? It's your boy, King Majin, coming back at you guys with another video. And today I will be doing the long-awaited part 3 to What If Deku was the son of Miruko. I know you guys really enjoyed the series, so I'm happy to bring it to you. And if you guys are wondering why I haven't uploaded, this video was supposed to come out last Sunday, but for some reason, I recorded it, but it got deleted, and a bunch of other of my stuff got deleted while I was editing and stuff, so I had to reshoot a lot of it, so I wasn't feeling like it, and I was in a bad mood, so that's why I didn't upload Sunday, so yeah. But it's Saturday, and I'm happy to upload this to you guys right now, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Hopefully this is coming out on Saturday, and there's no problems, but yeah. So, my video schedule will be a little bit hectic as of recently. I know you guys hit the goal for What If Deku Had the Omnitrix. I am currently working on that right now. I should post a new thumbnail to that on the community tab sometime soon, but yeah. Well, anyway, I'm rambling on here. You'll get the normal rundown, my schedule at the end of the video, so let's get into it. What if Deku was the son of Miruko? We'd pick things up with Deku in his room preparing to head to UA. He'll walk out his room seeing both Kirishima and Ashido, with them then heading to school with Miruko wishing them good luck on their first day at UA. As they will be heading to UA, they will just be talking and just wondering about how the school will be. With Ashido wondering if it's going to be fun, and Kirishima wondering will there be any manly people there. With Deku telling them to just calm down, let's see. As they would approach the door for Class 1A, they would notice how big the door is. With Ashido commenting, "Man, does this school have giants?" With Deku saying, "It depends on their quirk. Some people can be really big with their quirks. Take him out, lady." With Kirishima saying, "Yeah." With Ashido saying, "Yeah." Looking at the two of them skeptically, saying, "Okay." With Ashido saying, "Yeah, let's go." They would then enter the class seeing Izumi and Katsumi talking to that guy from the entrance exam. The one with the glasses, Tenya Ida. As he would be talking to them, he will be apologizing to Izumi, with him saying, "I was very rude," with Izumi saying, "No, it was my fault." With Katsumi saying, "Nope, he was rude." With Ida going on to state, "I very much apologize. But you realize there was something more to the practical test. You are a far superior student than I, miss." With Izumi saying, "My name's Izumi Midoriya." With Tenya saying, "Yes, Miss Midoriya." With Izumi saying, "You can just call me Midoriya, or Izumi, it depends." With Tenya saying, "Yes, Midoriya." With Katsumi saying, "Oh, brother." As Deku, Kirishima, and Ashido would see this, they would then decide to walk up to the group, saying hi. With Izumi and Katsumi greeting Deku, Ashido, and Kirishima. With Katsumi, in particularly, looking at Deku, saying, "You look good in that uniform." With Deku saying, "So do you." With Izumi rolling her eyes, and Ashido and Kirishima smirking a bit. With Deku saying, "What are you two smirking about?" As Tenya would then see this, he would then say, "My name is Tenya Ida from the Somei Academy." With Deku saying, "Izuku." "Izuku?" "Usagiyama." With Tenya saying, "Nice to meet you." "I believe I've heard that name." With Deku saying, "You probably have." With Tenya saying, "But where?" With Tenya wondering about where that name is from, then looking at Deku's ear saying, "Miruko, the hero. Rumio Usagiyama." With Deku saying, "Yep, that's my mom." With Tenya saying, "You're the son of the number 4 hero." With Deku saying, "Yeah, don't make too much of a big deal about it." With Ida saying, "Okay," and Deku saying, "I know who your family is too." With Ida saying, "You do?" With Deku saying, "You're the brother of Ingenium." You come from a hero family, don't you? With Ida saying yes. With him asking, how did you know? Your quirk is somewhat similar to your brother's, and I recognized your last name as well. With Ida saying, oh, I'm surprised that you actually know of us. We're not that highly ranked. With Deku saying, rank doesn't matter that much. With Ida saying, thank you. With the two of them getting along, Deku did want to beat up Ida for, well, making Izumi tear up a bit, but they seem to have cleared the air. So yeah. As this would be going on, a brown-haired girl would walk in, and this would be Ochako Uraraka, with Ochako saying, oh, I remember you. We met at the gates of the entrance exam. With Deku saying, yeah, nice to meet you. Again. With her then noticing Izumi. With Izumi saying, it's you! The girl who saved me from that giant robot. With Izumi saying, oh, yeah, hi, nice to meet you. With them just talking for a bit. With the whole group, well, talking, getting to know each other. As they would be talking, Aizawa would then appear out of nowhere saying, if you came here to make friends, you can leave now. As he would say that, everyone would then sit down, with him saying, it took you guys 8 seconds to be quiet. That won't do. Time is precious for a hero. Go outside and put on your sports uniforms. With everyone wondering about orientation. With Aizawa saying, here at UA, I can choose to teach my class however I wish. And orientation is just a waste of time. So get into your gym uniforms. With everyone complying with what he's saying. Everyone would then go to the locker rooms, getting into their gym uniforms. As Deku and Kirishima would be talking, they would then notice a small grape-haired boy peeking through a hole, with him saying, oh my god, a bodacious allotment of babes. With him just staring through the hole, with him saying that Izumi looks good too, and Katsumi as well. Oh, and Ashido. As he would be staring at the girls preparing to get undressed, Deku would come up behind him, with him saying, what are you looking at? With him then turning around scared saying, nothing. With Deku being visibly angry, like he is angry. With Deku saying, are you sure you weren't looking through that hole? With him saying, no. With Kirishima then coming over saying, are you sure? With Mineta being pretty afraid, as the both of them would hit him over the head. As Aizawa would be waiting, everyone would come out, with him noticing Mineta with 3 bumps on his head. With him asking, is something wrong? With Mineta saying, no. As this would be going on, everyone else would be out, and Aizawa would then prepare to show everyone the ball throw, getting Izuku to come up to do it. With him asking, what was your farthest ball throw in middle school without using your quirk? With Deku saying, my quirk is mostly focused in my legs, but it gives me a physical boost each time. I can't really turn it off, but just throwing the ball with my arms, it was at least 100 meters? Probably a little bit more. With Aizawa saying, not bad, kid. With him then throwing a ball to Deku saying, now use your quirk with it. Deku would then throw the ball into the air and kick it as hard as he can, sending the ball flying. As Aizawa would then look at the ball going into the distance, he would then hold up his phone, revealing the distance that the ball went, showing a distance of 809.7 meters. With everyone being shocked saying, whoa! With Aizawa being visibly impressed by the kid, saying, this is the best way to test your abilities. With everyone getting pumped, with Ashido saying, this is gonna be fun! With Aizawa then saying, you think this is fun? So, whoever comes in last will be expelled. With Ashido saying, what? And everyone being visibly afraid, with Kirishima coming behind Ashido saying, nice job, big mouth. With Ashido saying, sorry. He raised her head within prepare his students to, well, begin the test, with everyone being a bit on edge because the person who gets last will be expelled. with Izumi particularly afraid of this, with her showing her fear to her, well, friends. With Katsumi saying, "You got this, okay?" With Deku saying, "Yeah." With Ashito and Kirishima saying, "You trained hard, I know you can do this." With her saying, "Thanks, you guys." As the conversation would end, Aizawa would then get the students ready for the race portion of the quirk apprehension test, with Deku being paired up against Ida instead of Bakugo this time, well, because obvious reasons, with Ida getting his original score of 3.04 seconds and Deku getting 2.50 seconds, giving a pretty impressive time. Afterwards, it will be Katsumi versus Izumi. With them racing, Katsumi will get 3.98 seconds, with Izumi getting 7.01 seconds. Their times will be a little bit improved of, well, the Bakugo and the, well, Izuku, or Izumi, well, you know what I mean. Their times will be much better than their original canon counterparts. So yeah. Mostly because of the training that was done with Deku. And Katsumi would have gotten a pretty decent weight because of her training with Miruko. So yeah. Afterwards, Aizawa would then get to the distance jump. With Deku, well, we always know he's clearing this in one bound, with him getting the top score with this. Afterwards, we would get to all the other events with Deku doing pretty well in them. We would finally get to the ball throw, with Katsumi being up first, with her throwing the ball as hard as she can with an explosion, with the ball going a pretty decent amount, with Aizawa showing her score of 712.5 meters, being much better than the canon Bakugo because, well, she trained with the number 4 hero for the last bit of her training, so it's expected that she would get a lot more powerful. So yeah. With Izumi coming up next, with her being visibly afraid, with Aizawa, well, doubting her immensely. After everyone had stepped up to take the ball throw, the last person would be Izumi. She would get up to the plate, grabbing the ball in her hands, being visibly nervous, with her knowing this is her only chance, because just like Deku in the original timeline, she is in last place. With her realizing she needs to use one for all to, well, get a decent score on the ball throw so she won't be kicked out of UA. As Deku, Katsumi, Ashito, Kirishima, and Ida will be looking on, with Ida asking, why hasn't she used her quirk yet? With Deku saying, it damages her body, so she's been trying to hold it back this entire time. With Katsumi saying, yeah. And you guys, if you're wondering, Katsumi does not know about One for All yet. She just knows that her sister said she unlocked the quirk. So, yeah. As they would be talking, Ochako would then appear saying, yeah, she got this. She took down that 0-pointer with one punch. With Katsumi saying, I know she got a quirk recently, but to get one that powerful. Come on, sis, I know you got this. With Deku saying, yeah, we all know. With everyone rooting for Izumi. With Izumi stepping up to the plate, going to throw the ball using 100% of One for All on her arm. Before she could, Aizawa would then stop the quirk saying, are you gonna destroy your body again? With Izumi being shocked about how her quirk just cancelled, with her saying, you're Eraserhead. With him then saying, are you just gonna break your body each time you get into a fight, becoming limp and useless? With him giving her the same speech she gave Deku in the original canon. With him then saying, use your ineffective quirk. With her being visibly down by the statement. With Katsumi saying, what did he say to her? With her being ready to blow up the teacher for making her sister sad. And if you guys aren't getting this, like, Katsumi will go for bad for her sister. Like, she always has her back. So yeah. As Deku then say, I think he's trying to encourage her. With Katsumi saying, "How do you know?" With Deku saying, "These big ears aren't for show." As everyone would be looking, wondering what he said. As Katsumi would then step up to the plate, she would then rail back her arm, throwing the ball, and on the last point of contact connected with her finger, flicking the ball as hard as she can, destroying her one finger. As everyone would be shocked, saying, "Whoa!" With Katsumi saying, "So that's the quirk she got." "Not bad, sis. Not bad at all." With Deku saying, "Yeah, not bad." As Aizawa would then look on, with Izumi looking at him saying, "I can keep going, Mr. Aizawa." With him saying, "This kid," the same way he did in the original canon. With him holding up the phone, showing a distance of 710.2 meters. Remember, these guys have had much better training. Even if it is slight, they've all improved immensely above their original canon counterparts. So yeah. As the quirk apprehension test would conclude, Aizawa wouldn't expel anyone the same as in canon. Izumi would be placed at the bottom still though, with everyone being visibly happy, with Izumi jumping up and down hugging her sister, with Katsumi saying, "Calm down, nerd," with Deku patting Izumi on the head saying, "Good job," with her blushing a little bit saying thanks, with Ashito thinking, "These guys, this doesn't feel like romantic interest, they feel like siblings," with Kirishima hearing what Ashito had said saying, "Yeah, you're right." So now let's get into the placements. Deku would have come in first place, with Momo coming in second, Katsumi coming in third, Todoroki coming in fourth, and so on. I believe Kirishima and Ashito would have gotten a higher place as well, with Kirishima getting 6th and Ashito getting 7th. So yeah. As they would end the day with the quirk apprehension test, again, Aizawa wouldn't expel anyone and they would head off, with all of them being visibly happy. As they will all be walking and talking and stuff, both Ida and Ochako would begin to tag along with the large group, with them all just deciding to hang out for a bit before going home. Afterwards, a day would pass and they would be in class doing, well, regular class stuff, until All Might would then come into the room, with them all being prepared for heroes training. The actual stuff, the good stuff. As All Might would then say, "Are you ready, you bunch of newbies? But first, the clothes do make the pros," with him telling them all to get dressed into their hero outfits. As they will all be dressed into their hero attire, Deku's costume will be similar to his costume in season 3, I believe. Yeah. This costume wouldn't only have shock absorbers in its arms, but also in the legs. And still the metal leg things that Deku had in canon as well. And medical supplies just in case on his belt. As Ochako will walk out saying, "I like your costume, Midoriya. It's so practical," with Deku saying, "Thanks," and Ochako saying, "It also does look very good on you," with Deku saying, "I think your costume looks good on you as well," with Ochako saying, "Yeah, but it's not that comfortable. I should have been more specific. It's pretty tight," with Deku saying, "Yeah, it is," with Mineta saying, "I love this school." As Izumi would then come out, with her saying, "I like your costumes," with Deku saying, "I like yours too," chuckling a little bit, with him asking about the ears, with Izumi blushing a little bit, with him saying, "Are they supposed to be bunny ears, or are they supposed to be like All Might's?" With Izumi saying, "Shut up, stop laughing." As Mineta would see this, he would say, "What a letdown." As Deku would hear this, he would then say, "Hey, Grapehead, beat it or I'll hit you again," with Mineta scurrying away. And if you think I'm being too harsh on Mineta, note this, Mineta is a character I really like. I don't enjoy his antics like that, but he does bring comic relief to the show, so I think he's an important part. So yeah. As Mineta would scamper along, Katsumi would then come out, with Deku being in shock, with Katsumi saying, What do you guys think? With Deku just basically mesmerized by her, with him saying, "You look incredible." With her hearing this, she would go extremely red in the face, with her saying, "Shut up," swinging her arm at Deku, with Deku avoiding it a little bit. As Izumi would see this, she would then smirk a little bit, with Ochako laughing a little bit too, with Ochako asking Izumi, "Are they?" With Izumi saying, "Not yet, but they're getting there." It's been a bit annoying though, I don't know why. With Ochako saying, "Oh, okay," with her being a little bit depressed because she was feeling Deku a little bit, but she'll back off. As Katsumi would then get over her blushing, and she would say, "I think your costume looks good too," with Deku blushing a little bit, saying, "Thanks." After this, All Might would then come up announcing that's going to be Heroes vs. Villains training, and he would then pick the lots. The teams would then pick their lots, with it being the similar match as it was in canon, with Ochako and Izumi and Ida and Katsumi, as they will all prepare. With Katsumi and Ida going in, Katsumi would be more level-headed than Bakugo because, like, that's her sister. She doesn't hate her, she just wants to prove she's strong, the same as her, and be the number one. So, I believe the two of them would devise a plan, with Katsumi saying, "Hey, glasses," with Ida saying, "My name is Ida," with her saying, "Whatever." Knowing Izumi, she'll probably develop a strategy for us, without using that quirk that destroys her body, with Ida listening patiently. She'll probably try and take me on solo, having Ochako come in here and, well, get the bomb. As Ida would still be following along, Katsumi would then say, "I'll go take them head on, but you hide out here and wait for Ochako to come. Then you take her out, and I'll take care of Izumi." With Ida saying, "Okay." As we would then cut to Izumi and Ochako, with Ochako saying, "So what's the plan?" With Izumi saying, "Knowing Katsumi, she'll probably figure out my original plan, so I'll have to stretch that. So here's what we're gonna do." We cut to after Ochako and Izumi had devised their plan. As they would be entering the building, walking around and stuff, checking corners to make sure that, well, their enemies aren't, well, there, they would then be attacked by Katsumi coming out of the corner. As Katsumi would go for, well, a right hook with an explosion in her hand, Izumi would see this and instinctually grab her hand, flipping her down to the ground the same as Deku did in the original canon. As she would see this, she would be really impressed. That is, Ochako would be really impressed. With Deku and the rest of them just looking on in shock saying, "Not bad." That's what Kirishima would say, that is. With Ashito saying, "Yeah, Midori has some moves." With Deku saying, "It was good, but the fight's not over yet." With everyone looking at Deku, with Deku just staring at the match with an intense glare in his eye, wanting to see how far both of his friends have come in their training. As All Might would see this, he would be saying, "Yes, young Midoriya, choosing you as my successor, I'm glad for it." As All Might would just be reveling in the amount of skill that his successor showed. As Katsumi would be on the ground, just being shocked, she would then get up saying, "Not bad, sis. Good job." With Izumi saying, "Ochako, go now." With Katsumi saying, "Not gonna happen." As Izumi would then get in front of Katsumi, blocking her from attacking Ochako. With their fight continuing as is, with Katsumi just blasting explosions at Izumi. Katsumi has, well, improved in skill and technique after training with Miruko, so she would be a lot more fierce. But since Izumi trained with Deku and All Might, she is a little bit skilled. Like, if I place their skill level, Katsumi is just a little bit above Izumi. so she will be hanging on by just, hair. As Katsumi would push her back, she would then say, "You sent your friend to go and get the bomb, right? Thinking that she could handle Ida on her own and you can take me out and then go help her if she couldn't. Right, Izumi?" With Izumi smiling and Katsumi saying, "Yeah, I knew that was your plan, but I had Ida hide just in case." With Izumi saying, "You gloat way too early, Katsumi." With her saying, "What?" As Ochako would then appear behind Katsumi, tapping her on the back and making her weightless. As Izumi would then see this, she would then take her opportunity to go and wrap Katsumi around the tape. As she would go to do this, Katsumi instinctually would hit her with an explosion, causing her to be sent flying back. With her then changing her direction, going for Ochako and hitting her with an explosion, causing her to be sent flying back as well. With her becoming, unweightless. As everyone would see this, Deku would then say, "Not bad, Katsumi. And you too, Izumi. You devised a decent strategy." As Momo would then say, "It was a sound strategy. It appears that Izumi saw through Katsumi seeing through her." With Kirishima saying, "What?" As Deku would then say, "Katsumi knew what was Izumi's plan from the start. And Izumi, knowing her, she changed up the plan to something that she wouldn't really do." As Kirishima would say, "I'm still confused." With him saying, "Oh my god, man. She knew that she knew her plan, so she decided to change the plan and go with something different. Okay, buddy?" As Kirishima would say, "Oh," with everyone sighing at Kirishima. Kirishima, he isn't the smartest tool in the shed, so yeah. As All Might would see this, he would be impressed by his student, and impressed by Deku and Momo for understanding the situation. As Katsumi would prepare to fight both Ochako and Izumi, she would say, "Okay, so you knew I would know your plan, so you changed it up. Nice job, Izumi. But that means there's two of you here, so I'll just take out her, and I'm coming for you." As Izumi would then come up behind Katsumi, grabbing her by the shirt, sweeping her legs, and sending her flying into a wall, as Ochako would run off a bit. With Katsumi being impressed by her sister's, skills, with her saying, "If that's all you got, this is gonna be over soon." But it isn't that bad, sis. With Izumi saying, "You too." With them both squaring off again. We cut to Ida hiding behind something to come out and surprise Ochako the moment she got there, with him going all evil villain saying, "Mwah! Once the hero gets here, I will take her out." With Ochako giggling a bit and Ida then noticing this, but by the time he would notice this, it would have been too late, with Ochako tapping Ida on the back, causing him to become weightless, having him go up to the ceiling. He would try to use his engines, but that would send him hurling into walls. As Ochako would then run in, she would then touch the bomb, winning the match for the heroes. As All Might would then announce this over the screen. As this would be going on, Katsumi would have, put Izumi on the ground, holding her by the arm, pinning her, effectively taking her out of the fight. But as this would be going down, with Katsumi preparing to tie the tape around Izumi, All Might would then announce that the hero team has won, with Katsumi being mad because it was clearly Ida's fault. As Ochako would go back, she would then make Ida unweightless, apologizing for what she did to him, with Ida saying, "It was all part of the test. Nice job, Ochako," with Ochako thanking Ida. As the group would go back into the monitoring room, Deku would then say, "Nice job, you two," with Izumi saying, "Thanks," with Katsumi being visibly annoyed that she lost, and Deku saying, "You did good too, Katsumi." As she would then say, "Shut up." As All Might would then ask, what can they have done better? With Momo saying, the villain team made a few mistakes. The hero team didn't really make that many as I saw, but Katsumi revealed their team's plan to the enemy, which allowed them to, see through it and get out of it. With All Might saying yes. Anything else? Ida got into character and he played the role really well. He took the exercise very seriously, but he let down his guard at a crucial moment. With All Might saying, this girl paid more attention than I did. Oh, with him saying, yes, you did miss a few bits, but that's the gist. With All Might then announcing the next team to go up. That being Kirishima and Deku versus Shoto Todoroki and Ashido. I know what you're all thinking right now. As everyone will be left wondering how this fight will go, Katsumi will be thinking, who's that girl that's gonna fight Deku? She'll be on guard about her. As Izumi will be looking on saying, you're jealous, aren't you, that you don't get to fight him? With her saying, shut up! As Deku will walk up to Shoto, he will then greet her with him saying, hi, my name's Izuku Usagiyama. With Todoroki saying, I know who you are. You're the son of the 5th ranked hero, right? Miruko? With Deku saying, yep, and you're the daughter of Endeavor. With her saying, With him saying, let's give this all we got. With her then walking off, a bit annoyed of the fact that he brought up Endeavor to her. As Deku would then meet up with his two friends saying, I wish you the best of luck, Ashido. You're gonna need it. With Ashido saying, bring it on. And if I didn't make this clear, the villain team will be Kirishima and Deku. Kirishima and Deku will decide not to move and stay and safeguard the bomb, not wanting to be taken out. As both Ashido and Todoroki would be, well, roaming the halls, Ashido would then say, hey, I want to tell you about their weaknesses and stuff, with Todoroki just ignoring her, putting her hand on the ground, causing everything to be shrouded in ice, with the ice spreading out the entire building. As Deku and Kirishima would then say, do you think it feels cold in here? With them both being surrounded by a bit of ice, with Deku and Kirishima breaking out of it like it's nothing. With Deku saying, thank God I have this. As he would then click something on his suit with him being warmed up. With Kirishima saying, what? That's not fair. With Deku saying, you should have asked for sleeves on that. Or a shirt on your costume. With Kirishima saying, but that wouldn't look manly. With Deku saying, yeah, it wouldn't have looked manly, but you're gonna freeze. With Kirishima saying, shut up. With us cutting back to Ashido and Todoroki, with Todoroki wondering why they haven't won yet. With Ashido saying, those two can break through your ice easily, and they must have saw that coming, knowing your quirk. With Ashido, well, explaining the reason why they didn't win instantly. As Todoroki would then turn back to her saying, so, what are their weaknesses and stuff? With Ashido saying, finally, some cooperation. We cut to the monitoring room with Katsumi saying, I really thought it would be that easy. With Izumi saying, yeah, she underestimated him. With everyone waiting in anticipation to see how this fight will turn out. As they will be walking, Ashido will be explaining to Todoroki how they will be able to win. With her saying, Midoriya is a tough one, but Kirishima is a bit of a softie. I know for a fact he'll hold back if I fight him, so we can take advantage of that weakness. And Deku? You should try to keep him away with long-range attacks. I don't think he's really good with those. He doesn't have any of his own, and if you can get him caught with your ice, he should be easy enough to deal with. With Todoroki taking what she said to heart, understanding that she knows him and their fighting styles much better than she does. As Deku and Kirishima will be waiting, Deku will then say, by this point, Ashido's already probably told her about our weaknesses, and the stuff she thinks are our weaknesses. With Kirishima saying, we have no weaknesses. With Deku saying, you're too much of a softie when you fight, and I have a bit of trouble dealing with long-range attacks. I used to have a lot of trouble dealing with long-range attacks, that is. With Kirishima saying, used to? With Deku saying, yeah, I found a way to deal with it. With Kirishima saying, what is that? With Deku saying, you'll see when they come attack us in a minute. If you're wondering, Deku is, well, he's much smarter and he has much better battle sense. Like, it's as if you would combine, like, a seasoned fighter with the analytical abilities and planning of Deku. So yeah. As both Ashido and Todoroki will be out the side of the room preparing their attack, Ashido would then say, on my mark. 3, 2, 1. As a wave of ice would go shooting towards Deku, Deku would then wind his leg back, smashing the ice as if it was nothing. With Ashido saying, not bad. With her then saying, bring it on, Kirishima. With Kirishima saying, yeah. With all of them deciding to take on each other one by one. With Deku facing off against Todoroki, and Kirishima facing off against Ashido. As Deku will be fighting Todoroki, she will be sending waves of ice at Deku, with him just breaking through it with his legs. With her thinking, how is he managing to take this much? With her saying, I need to overwhelm him even more. As Deku would then break through the ice, he would then jump towards Todoroki, with him hurling a kick at her, with her then shooting a small ice barrier in front of him, with him kicking into that, but the kick would still have enough momentum to send her flying back against the wall. It wouldn't do as much damage as the kick would have done if she hadn't put up the ice barrier, but it still did some damage. Ashido would be fighting Kirishima, and as she thought, Kirishima is holding back. He hasn't even used his special move. As Ashido would be hurling ass at Kirishima with him just blocking and pulling his punches, she would then say, you're too much of a softie, Kirishima. With Ashido then grabbing Kirishima's leg, sweeping it under him, grabbing his arm the same way as Midoriya did in their previous match, with her grabbing him, flipping him up, and flipping him down to the ground, causing him to go down with a thud. As this would be her opportunity, Ashido would then run towards the bomb, with Deku appearing right in front of her, getting away from the fight with Todoroki, kicking her as hard as he can in the stomach. Not as hard as he can, but just with enough force to send her flying, crashing into the wall, and passing out from the pain. With Deku helping up Kirishima saying, even though this is a training match, you have to take it seriously, Kirishima. With Kirishima saying, yeah, but Deku would then say, do you want to progress beyond this? Do you want to be a hero? With Kirishima saying, I do. With Deku saying, then man up. With him saying, gotcha. But as Kirishima would get this new fire lit under him, Todoroki would shoot a wave of ice, knocking him out and freezing him up against the wall because his quirk was not activated at that moment. As Todoroki would then come up saying, one down. With Deku saying, same here, my little snowflake. With Todoroki getting a little bit annoyed by this, with Deku saying, what, you don't like the name? With Todoroki saying, shut up and fight. As Katsumi would hear this, she would then say, what did he just say? As she would be getting mad that he just gave her a nickname, especially my little snowflake. As she would be just getting really mad and jealous at the same time, with Izumi laughing at her sister a little bit. As this would be going on, Todoroki and Deku would be squaring off, with Kirishima still being knocked out. As they would square off, Todoroki would then shoot waves of ice at Deku, with Deku just smash them into powder, as if they were nothing. She would continue to shoot waves of ice at him, but he would still be smashing them into nothing, with Deku saying, is that all you got? Come on, my little snowflake. Show me what you got. As Deku would then break another wave of ice. As she would then say, you want to see what I have? With her shooting the largest wave of ice she's ever created at Deku. As Deku would be overwhelmed by this, he would then kick into it, but the ice would start to spread around him, as he would then jump back, and he would say, now we're talking, as he would then, with everything he had, come charging at the ice. and for some reason smoke would appear at his mouth, as if he was about to breathe fire. As he would make contact with the ice, giving it all he had, screaming at the top of his lungs, he would then breathe fire for the smallest second, and smash through the ice, coming at Todoroki, hitting her in the stomach as hard as he can with his fists, causing her to pass out from the sheer pain. With All Might then announcing that the villain team has won, with Katsumi saying, "Good, and the moment he gets back here, I'm gonna kill him." As Deku would then go to the modern room, with Izumi saying, "Nice job, Deku," with Deku saying, "Thanks." With Katsumi then going to Deku, grabbing him by the collar saying, "What was that snowflake thing about? Huh? Huh?" With Deku saying, "Calm down." With him then coughing up a little bit of smoke. With Izumi thinking, did he breathe fire in that fight? And is he coughing up smoke? Huh. As she would then put that to the back of her mind, Katsumi would still be shaking Deku, with her saying, "So what was that snowflake thing about, huh? Huh?" With Kirishima laughing and Ashito laughing as well. With Todoroki coming up behind Deku, staring at him, a bit annoyed, and then walking away. As Deku would look at this, he would wonder, why didn't she use the full extent to her quirk? As Deku would be wondering this, Katsumi would be shaking him around saying, "Huh? What was the snowflake thing about? Huh?" With Deku saying, "Calm down." With her saying, "Oh, you do not tell me to calm down." As All Might would then come out telling them all to calm down, he would then ask the class did they see anything wrong with their match, with Momo taking it over the same as in the original canon and as in the previous match. As they were in the class with All Might saying, "You all did well," with everyone, the original people, coming in the same places that they did, and whatever. After the Heroes vs. Villains training, all of them would head out going home. As they would be walking and talking, Izumi would then mention, "Hey, Izuku," with Deku saying, "Yeah, what is it, Izumi? Did you notice that you breathed fire during the battle?" As Deku would then say, "I noticed some warmness coming from, well, I noticed smoke coming from my breath, but I actually breathed fire." With Izumi saying, "You honestly didn't notice?" With Deku saying, "In the heat of the battle, I was just focusing on destroying the ice and winning." With Izumi saying, "Huh. It's funny, my father has the same quirk." With Deku saying, "Yeah, wait, so I unlocked a new quirk?" With Izumi saying, "Apparently, why are you so slow on the uptake?" With Deku saying, "It just cracked on me that I have 2 quirks now. Huh. I'm a 2-for-1 special." With everyone visibly cringing at that little joke he tried to make. With Kirishima and Ashito saying, "Just stop." As Deku would then say, okay. But there will be more jokes soon, with them dreading that day. But as they will be walking, Deku would then say, "So your dad has the same quirk?" With her saying, "Yeah, haven't seen him in a while though." With Deku saying, With Izumi saying, "Where's your dad?" With Deku replying with, "Never met the guy. It's just been me and Mom the entire time." As Izumi would then say, "Oh, I'm sorry." With Deku saying, "It's fine. I've had my mom, and that's good enough." With Izumi saying, "Okay," smiling at Deku. But he'll be honestly wondering where this other quirk came from. As they will all separate heading home, Izumi and Katsumi will be heading back to their place and they will see their moms, and they will talk about the Heroes vs. Villains training, with them both being happy that their daughters gave it their all, and Mitsuki would be making fun of Katsumi for losing. As they would be talking, they would then mention how Izuku breathed fire, with Inko being visibly shocked, saying, "Oh, so his quirk is like your father's," with Izumi saying, "Yeah, apparently he has his quirk, his mother's quirk, and this fire-breathing quirk. What should we call it? Fire bunny quirk? Heat rabbit?" As Izumi would just be making a few funny names, with Katsumi and Mitsuki and Inko just laughing along, with Mitsuki and Inko just laughing to laugh, and Katsumi just actually enjoying the names. Afterwards, they will go to their rooms, that being Katsumi and Izumi, as Inko and Mitsuki will begin to talk, with Inko saying, "He developed his quirk," with Mitsuki saying, "Soon they will find out. We have to tell them." With Inko saying, I know, I'm just scared. How they'll react to the fact that we've kept this hidden from them." With Mitsuki saying, "Let's tell them soon, okay? Not now, but when we think they're ready. Let's say a week or two from now." With Inko saying, "Okay, then." As Deku would get home, he would then recount the day to his mom, the same as Katsumi and Izumi. As they would be talking, Deku would then mention the fact that he unlocked a new quirk, with Mitsuki saying, "You have another quirk now?" With Deku saying, "Yeah, apparently it's fire breathing. Or, that's what I think it is. I breathe fire out my mouth, but that was it." With Miruko being visibly shocked, with her saying, "Oh, that's great!" With Deku noticing something's up, with him then asking, "What was my father's quirk?" With Mitsuki saying, I think it had something to do with fire. I believe he could shoot fire out of his hands," making up a lie to Deku, with Deku saying, "Oh, okay," with him then heading to his room. As Miruko would be left standing there being in utter shock that her son just unlocked her cheating ex's quirk. As she would then think, "I need to talk to Mitsuki and Inko again. We need to tell them soon, before they find out on their own." And that is it, my Majin Buu crew. That's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe for more. And yeah. Sorry for the background noise. Motorcycles passing. Okay, let's get into it. Like goal for this video will be 200 likes within 24 hours. And I am currently working on what is Deku at the Omnitrix, a bunch of other stuff, but yeah. I hope to bring that stuff to you guys soon. That's gonna be the next video I start to fully work on, dedicating a lot more time into. And yeah. I'm trying to get more parts to all the videos from all the series on my channel, so you guys have been waiting for the other stuff will get it. So it's gonna take time, you guys. Just give me time. I have work and all this stuff. But anyway. What else I want to say? If you guys were shocked by the fact that I made Todoroki a chick, don't be shocked. I was playing this from the start. And if you have any questions, just put them in the comments down below. And I don't think I mentioned this, but the way Deku deals with long-range attacks is he barrels straight through them. He uses brute force. That's pretty much it. Anything else? And I would like to thank Mac Bones for doing some edits for me. He created the hero costume Izumi and sports uniform, and sports uniform for Katsumi. So, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. And yeah. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below what you think. Comment down your ideas. Your ideas can influence the story. So yeah. And I will be putting a link to my Discord and my Instagram, so all of you guys will be able to go there and all that stuff. So that's pretty much it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Possible videos coming out soon, or hopefully soon, will be what if Deku had the Omnitrix? What if what if Asta had Soul Leveling Part 4? Because I need to get that out to you guys, and I have been slacking on that recently. And after that, I will be announcing a new list of what ifs, or new parts of what ifs to come out. And we just recently hit 4K, you guys. So I'm just thinking about what I'm going to do for that. Anyway, I'm rambling on here. This has been King Majin saying thank you guys for watching. Signing out. Peace.